So picture this, I'm on the plane to Korea for the first time ever. I pull out my camera to take a video, and then camera error, turn power off then on. I try again, same error. You have got to be kidding me. And to make things worse, this was my first trip in forever, which I only brought one camera. So now I'm in Korea, cameraless. And look, my camera is basically my entire personality at this point. Without it, I'm just some guy in Seoul with a tripod and an identity crisis. So now I've got two options. One, pay $3,000 on a new Sony ZV-E1 and pray insurance does not ghost me. 2. Stop complaining, suck it up, and use my iPhone 15 Pro. And well, based on the title, you already know what I did. I was not looking forward to it. I had rock bottom expectations, but what I captured honestly surprised me. Here's Korea, shot entirely on an iPhone, plus a little bit of DJI Mini 4 Pro just to spice things up a little. Just 2 hours later by car, welcome to Seoraksan National Park, a dramatic shift in scenery. Towering peaks, crisp air, and landscapes that feel like they belong in another world. This is just a little taste, but as a photographer at heart, I couldn't resist chasing something a bit more epic. So the next day at 2:30 AM with barely any sleep, I started the brutal climb up to Ulsanbawi. It was a ridiculous amount of stairs, but I'll let the views speak for themselves. That was incredible, but what I didn't expect was the trail to be lined with gorgeous temples and quiet moments of culture all the way down. Carved Buddhas, incense in the air, and the morning light spilling through trees. But only 20 minutes away lies a beautiful beach town, Sokcho. And after sleeping all day, we explored this gorgeous town. At this point, my iPhone 15 Pro has been doing wonders. Obviously, it's no full-frame camera, but some of the videos it's produced has even surprised me. There is even motion blur, for goodness sake. If you by any chance want to learn how to grade any type of footage on any device, camera, phone, drone, action camera, then consider taking a look at my DaVinci Resolve course. I'll teach you exactly how to grade like this video, and for anyone who has seen this video, I'll give you 30% off with code Sokcho. If this code is expired, I'm sorry in advance. Anyway, on my last day in Sokcho, we explored the coast and its surroundings. And come on, just look at some of these views. It's so rare to be able to climb mountains, relax at the beach, and enjoy the city all within 20 minutes of each other. Sadly, it's time to head back to the city, and we were stopped by Nami Island. A short ferry ride brings you to a fairy tale, perfectly lined with trees like a never-ending botanical garden. That being said, I will admit it was fairly touristy. And speaking of touristy, I need to go back to Seoul and tick off some of the most iconic sites and places because everyone has to do it at least once, right? For the last thing on my bucket list, I had to see what might be the best view to ever hike in all of Seoul. It also happens to start at a 7-Eleven that looks like Korea's version of Japan's Mount Fuji Lawson, and that's pretty cool in itself. The trail winds along the old Seoul Fortress Wall, and it used to be a restricted military zone for decades. Let's go for a stroll. Yeah, it was busy, but also breathtaking, especially at sunset. And that's it from me. 1 week in Korea, almost entirely filmed on my iPhone. If you're starting out, I hope this shows you that you don't need fancy gear. It helps for sure, but the best camera is still the one you have with you, and you'd be surprised what's possible these days. If you want a full breakdown of how I shot and edited everything, the settings, the gear, the grading, let me know in the comments. I read every single one. And if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.